Alright, so recently, some new sneak peeks were released by one of the main developers named 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸 who you've almost certainly heard about before. He's done a ton of work on stuff in-game, and now we've just gotten to look into a bit more of what's to come. The new things that have been shown are a rework for string performance, a new and improved sword sheathing animation, some effects for eye basket, and finally, a potential complete rework of string. All of these various sneak peeks are unique in their own right, so I'll go over them one by one, and analyze what each of them could mean for the future of the game. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. The first sneak peek we'll be going over is the rework for string performance. From the small video clip shown, string performance now appears to have been transformed into a running dash move that stuns and damages anyone hit, as well as bringing them along with the user to start a combo. Firstly, the effects on this move look simply spectacular. They're flashy, extravagant, and look amazing overall. Secondly, this rework is definitely a huge step up from the current version of string performance. The way that string performance works right now is terrible. It's an easily punishable, slow move that makes the user move around while spinning their blades in circles. It can be a good combo starter sometimes, but can also be wildly inconsistent. This version of string performance looks to be much more simple, as well as much less risky and significantly better for rushdowning. Sound has always had a massive weakness of having no gap closers at all, and now that it's been given what looks to be a really good gap closer and combo starter, Sound might potentially become a top tier ability with all of its powerful moves and combos. Only time can tell though. The second sneak peek is the improved sword sheathing animation. There's not too much to say about this, except that it looks good. The current sword sheath animation looks pretty bad in all honesty, so seeing this very smooth and detailed animation is definitely a good sign. Lots of thanks to 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸 for his work. After that is the small little message that 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮 sent for a potential overhaul of string. This moveset looks very interesting, and from an initial glance, looks like it's going to be a massive power-up for the way that string currently is. The way that string is right now is basically a solely supportive ability. It's awful for 1v1s, and doesn't even have a serviceable evasive, meaning that string only has 3 moves, which all do basically no damage except for the ultimate, and are only good when paired up with other abilities. This new moveset looks like it'll be much more focused around a duelist type role, especially with all of the moves being heavily centered around flinging people into the air. Now, as you may know, 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸 does not have air combos, so these changes may potentially gut string's combo potential and keep it as the bottom tier it currently is. However, if there's some change that allows these uplifting moves to combo extend, then string might become a very overpowered ability. Another thing to note in this rework message is that it appears to be giving string an actual evasive, which is dodged approach. This looks like it'll be fairly similar to circular slashes from 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸, and if so, then it'll definitely pair up well with all of the other ranged moves in string's kit. We can only wait and see what happens though, and even I'm not completely sure whether or not this is going to be fully implemented. Hopefully though, string will get a rework and become a good and viable ability. The final thing to talk about is the new effects for string cage. Just like with the new sword sheathing animation, there's not really much to say here. It looks really good and insanely detailed, though if that's all the time players get to escape from string cage, then it might become a bit problematic. Overall, it's just a great looking ability, and a further testament to 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸's skills as a developer. And with that, those are all the sneak peeks that have been recently released to the public. They're definitely extremely interesting, and a string performance rework as well as a potential string overhaul could have massive effects on the game. I'm 100% looking forward to seeing these be implemented into 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸, and I'd like to know all of your thoughts about these new sneak peeks in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. With that being said, I'm 𝓥𝓲𝓭𝓮𝓸, and I'll see you next time in another video. Peace.